بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعد أما بعد. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I would like to touch the topic on riba. Actually, I would like to touch the topic on Baraka. This word Baraka, in the English dictionary, there's no word in the whole dictionary that can match this word. There's no translation for Baraka in English. But what Baraka means, I give you an example. For example, if a person is making $1 million, okay, but his expense is 2 million. I'm just giving an example. One person, he makes only 10,000, but his expense is only 3,000. So this is what I mean by Baraka. But the thing we need to understand is that what wipes out our Baraka is riba. You see, today in the whole world, everyone is in debts because they're not following the rule of Allah and the rule of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even the countries, all the countries are in debts too. And that's how the people who say or who want to or who desire to control the world, they can only do as much as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them the ability to control the world. Just like Dajjal, when Dajjal will come, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give the power to Dajjal. Dajjal himself will have no power. Similarly, these people in the whole world and the people who think that they can control the world, they can only do to that amount which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them permission. But anyways, how they want to control the world, all the governments, they want to put them in debts. So they can all become slaves. The governments will all be slaves. And they're doing it. Every country is in debts. And also the people, they want to put them in debts. They want to increase the expenses of grocery, of housing, rental. Why? Because this is the whole program. You see? But if a person, he listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the following of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the instructions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the beginning, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you. Because interest, sood, riba, mortgage, all this is as if you are declaring war with Allah. Just imagine declaring war with Allah. You see, any country says to a country, we declare war, we're going to war. But if you're declaring war with Allah, who can challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? There's no one on the face of this earth can challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No human being, no group, no organization, no secret society, no one can challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see? And the stories Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in the Holy Quran, and examples Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also mentioned in the Holy Quran. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to challenge it, you see, the riba is to challenge, you see, you are declaring war with Allah. So the Muslims today, first of all, they are declaring war with Allah. Declaring war with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, buy house on mortgage, buying car on financing, and then credit card. And then after that, how the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come? How will the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come? And how the barakah will come? So the first step is we need to make 2 rakats and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take us out from this darkness. يُخْرِجُهُم مِّنَ الظُّلُمَاتِ إِلَى النُّورِ, to take us out from this darkness of this riba, to take us out from this darkness of this interest. Because the enemies of Islam, they have this much education, they know that the Muslims, how to destroy the roots of the Muslim, this is how. Riba. And not just Muslim, but the whole world, even non-Muslims. You see, they're in that deception that this house belongs to them. They're in this deception that this car belongs to them. They're in this deception that this property belongs to them. In reality, it belongs to the bank. You're paying the bank. And the bank, they can, whenever they want, they can increase the rate of interest. They can, just like that. You see. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the beginning, we work, we make our effort in the dunya, we make effort, whatever we have, we live. If we don't have the money, don't go for loan, don't go for mortgage, don't go for interest. Use the money what we have, earn, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put barakah. Because Allah is the provider. If we are Muslim and we read Surah Al-Fatiha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. All praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the provider, sustainer of the whole universe. So Allah is the provider, Allah is the sustainer. So this is the first thing, what we need to do, come out of this. Come out of this darkness. And by coming out of this darkness, we can only ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, turn towards Allah and ask Allah to take us out from this. يُخْرِجُهُمْ مِنَ الظُّلُمَاتِ إِلَى النُّورِ, from this mortgage. Also credit cards too. If you're using a credit card, we're buying something for $100, a minimum payment $10. What's that? After that is interest. So we're paying interest on there. So this way also barakah also will go. So if you buy something for $100, you pay $100. The safe way, use debit card. If you even have to use a credit card, on time pay. Not a single, you should never ever miss, and be very, very cautious about this. So these are the principle Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at the end of the day, you see, at the end of the day, no one can judge anyone. No one can judge any individual on the face of this earth. Only Allah. Allah is to judge. But the principle Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has laid down in the Holy Quran. The principle Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has laid down in the Holy Quran. Now this is the time of fitna, the end times. More and more fitna will come. More and more fitna. One after another fitna will come. So the first thing is we need to come out of this hole that this dark hole that we are stuck in. You see, we're in a dark room. We need to put some light in the room. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching our intention. It's not that if we're living in a mortgage house right now, solution, for example, is we sell the house. And the money that we have from that house, you see, you use it in the halal way. But anyway, this is between, we need to make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take us out from this hole. Because really, those who have entered into this, they are stuck. They're really stuck. Okay. They're stuck for life. And that's how these enemies of Islam, they know. You see, they have studied this. This is how to trap them. So that's why Muslims, they are in this deception, living in mortgages and also financing their vehicles and paying a credit card. So now that foundation, that because we are declaring war with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then that's what happens. When you declare war with Allah, you making Allah happy, or you're challenging Allah, or are you saying that I want to? You see, so this is the thing, that we have to please Allah, so make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy, and by that we have to make tawbah by turning towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because this is how the barakah comes. Even the governments, they have no money. They have no money in the bank also. You go to the bank, you ask them for this much money, we don't have. You have to wait for 3 days. Because they don't have anything. They also cheat also too. They don't have any money. They just have a paper, or nowadays you see only just put some zeros in the computer, that's it. The money is there, generated. And then they give you a loan, and then you work for it. You're working for it. They're not they're not losing anything. You see? So that's why even if you ask in the wisdom wise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made interest haram, because it's not fair. Everyone needs to work and make effort for their money. So anyways, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to, because you see, this is one of the main, if a person, he is living on the mortgage house, and then he's trying to make effort and do his ibadah and please Allah, so how is that? It's a deception, because the root, there is defect in the root. Okay. So that's why, just like the hadith goes to the nearest meaning, when that piece of flesh is corrected, everything else is corrected. When that piece of flesh is corrupted, everything else is corrupted. Yeah. So similarly, the same thing. So this interest that we need to, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran straight, فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا فَأْذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. If not, if you're not going to leave interest, okay, then you're declaring war with Allah. And declaring war with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we know, is not that a physical Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, no, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah has His ways, Allah has His armies. Okay. So that's why we need to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we need to, you see, how are we going to struggle and survive the ending times if our iman is so weak? Okay. If our iman is so weak, how are we supposed to fight the time when the ending times, when the end time comes? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to strengthen our faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, strengthen our faith in Allah. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.